Good morning. Welcome back to the Hour Project. Second of two live streams today. So, all right, we had some technical difficulties. I just want to apologize. Sorry about that. I said it would be about 90 seconds. It was more like 5 minutes. What happened was the app just crashed and I couldn't get up. So it's kind of, that's actually kind of relevant because I'm talking in this second of live stream today about project updates. So what you see in the title is what you get. What you see in front of you is what you get. Although the previous live stream I just finished talking about some watermelon symbolic debt, as well as some family matters, some insurance policy stuff, as well as creating accounts online with those insurance companies, as in addition to, of course, repayment for student government loans. So that was a previous live stream. That one's done, and this is a part of almost like a week-long series of a mess of just 25 different, 30, 50 different things coming all together. It's one of those moments in life where everything just comes together at the same time, and you're trying to manage it all. So that's what I've been trying to knock off one by one, and in this stream we're going to talk about project updates. So we're going to talk specifically about not work, not employment, not volunteering, not like birthdays and relationships that have been going on, like 20 different things going on this week. But this one will focus on this sort of project, this sort of business project, I guess. The Hour project, I still have to manage. So what has changed over the past week or so, or what has happened that I had to work out? So first thing I want to give a shout out to, we're going to talk about, first a shout out, I guess, to someone who followed, the first person who followed on my Facebook page. And it's always I think nice to see that there is some, I guess, change, growth. That's what it is. It's growth. But it's hard to say that even one follower means anything. The point is, I'm just glad that someone, I don't know, I took a look and I wanted to say thanks. I want to say thanks to that person. I don't want to say specifically their name because it feels like I don't know if they want to be shouted out like this, but let's just say Paul. I'm going to say Paul. Paul, I'm just going to use a moniker name like John Smith. Thank you, John Smith or Paul, for following. And the way I saw, if I look at the engagements, it seems to me that I was having a really bad state of affairs in one of those live streams, and maybe he took just pity or sympathy on me and wanted to make me feel better. Needless to say, I appreciate, for whatever reason, maybe he found it was inspirational, or maybe he found it relatable. I don't know. If you're watching this stream right now, why did you decide to follow my Facebook page? Why did you? Maybe it was just on a whim. I don't know. But I appreciate that. I want to say also a little bit of a shout out to a few people on Twitter, who just constantly retweet, and they are mostly just bots. I'm pretty sure just JavaScript kind of bots, but needless to say, I still appreciate that. So that was my first. I also noticed there's a consistent person dropping in by Twitch, like I said, all the time. I always appreciate that. I don't know what it is you find. Is it relatable? Is it helpful to you to watch these streams? What does it do for you? I don't really know. Leave that in the comments. But definitely I appreciate that. So that's just one part of this project. Is just I just want to give my thanks in this live stream to some people who actually attend. It seems to me that there are one or two recurring people who come by, and I don't know who you are, but you can leave your voice in the comments and posts and just tell me what it is that you see that I don't in my own live streams. Second thing I want to talk about in terms of, this one's more technical, so it's not got to do with community and audience and followers, but it's got to do more with technical aspects. So I've been testing out 2-3 different things. So the first thing I want to talk about is the audio mic. So if you take a look in the title, it does say a mic, and what am I talking about there is I have this sort of Bluetooth speaker, and apparently it's supposed to double as a microphone, but the unfortunate problem with the microphone is that maybe my phone is just too old. I don't know what it is. Maybe my phone is just too old. So what I think the issue is, after I tried connecting it, first of all, the app doesn't allow me to actually record audio using my Bluetooth speaker. And so that was a bit of a letdown, but that's all right. The second thing I have to mention is then I tried to connect it using a cord, so like a cord. And maybe I should show that on stream, but the fact is I already showed this sort of equipment in a previous stream. And so there's not much purpose for me to show it on stream because, part of the item catalog database only covers things one-off. Sometimes there are multiple mentions, but that's on a rare occasion. Needless to say, the Bluetooth didn't work. I tried to do some research, tried to search up the help manual of that particular equipment, but it wasn't much help at all. And so at the end of the day, I'm still going to have to start recording, continue recording, not start, but continue recording the way I am right now, which is using the phone's audio mic. And I know that it's very choppy, but that will have to do. Third thing. So the third thing I have to talk about is research into, again, more technical matters. This is sort of a creative design sort of thing, but looking at it is I also want to convert my video streams into a text format, not just a podcast. Podcasting I haven't gotten done yet, but I just started looking into turning things into a transcription as well. So like, so what you see actually on the photograph on the, I believe the left or right hand side, one of them has a sort of a Google search of basically some very light skimming of what it would look like if I did a search of, I guess, platforms or tools to turn a file, a media file, and extract all the audio and then transcribe into text. So apparently that's a thing, and I'm really way out of date here because it's been a thing for quite some time. And so I want to say that I'm just behind the curve here. Turns out there are plenty of options. I started exploring them just very lightly yesterday, saw some YouTube videos, saw some search results. There are some online versions, so you can upload your own files. That's not ideal for privacy reasons. Another way I can do it is I saw some tools there and maybe even some mobile apps on phone that you can use to convert to text if you upload a file. Most of them, of course, have limitations. So they say, only about 100 minutes for a month. So that means like only about an hour and a half of transcription. If I make a live stream and every live stream is like, 10 minutes long and I do that every single day, that won't even last me a week. So, I'm gonna have to explore, do more research. But yeah, that's that. So video to text, the audio issue. We also talked about just thanking some people who drop in by to my page and start following, and just some people just continue to watch, and me just engaging with you and asking questions like why do you watch? What is it about my streams? I don't know. It'd be interesting. I'm curious. I'm actually curious. So the next thing that I have to cover, last but not least, is actually on this live stream right now, you see two interfaces. One is of my WordPress page, my WordPress website, and on the left-hand side, my right-hand side, my right is your left, is the research thing. So both of these are actually not images. They are in fact sort of media sources that current software I'm using to record this live stream. I have never tried. I've never tried actually putting in like a URL link and using that as a media file. Previously, I've been experimenting with obviously text at the very bottom left for almost 2 months, and then I also started experimenting with photographs, which I've become quite good at now in some sense, or at least to a functional extent. Now it's about web files, so I can show websites for the first time on any of my live streams on stream. And so that's something I'm testing out, still working out the kinks. Seems like it's a very limited feature, but that's okay. I'm not too concerned. And that's that. So I've tried basically incorporating websites and URL links into my live streams, and that's interesting. Now I have to be careful. I know there are probably some security issues with that, but I'll definitely keep myself up to date with anything regarding that kind of stuff. So finally, we can deliver take-home message. The take-home message, as usual, is what? I'm out of breath. I'm really out of breath. Like, fuck all this shit. There's so much stuff to say. All right. take care of your health, take care of your finance, take care of yourself. Become a strong, responsible individual, a disciplined individual. Not trying to be preachy, just practicing what I do. I'm trying to live through this mindset and embody it properly. And that's why I say it. I hope you share this understanding with me. I don't compromise what I do here on stream for anybody else. What I do on stream is good for me. That's my steadfast conviction. I hope that you do the same thing. You do what's best for you. Because only by taking care of yourself and becoming an independent, responsible individual can you really have something of value to offer to society as well as to the people that you care for. The best thing you can do for the people who care about you is to make sure that you yourself are strong and independent so that they don't have to worry about you. And quite honestly, you'll also be happy with that for yourself. That's the primary reason you should do it. You should do it because it makes you strong and you should be happy with that. So, with that being said, focus your attention, energy, resources towards where things matter most. You got problems, issues in life. Everyone's got issues. So try to solve those things, whether, if you have goals and, objectives that you're trying to aim for, becoming the next civil engineer, the next pediatrician, the next family doctor, I don't know. If you're trying to do something special for your spouse, your wife, your husband, your kids, your grandkids, I don't know who's watching, do those things. And, because of that, even though I stream 7 days a week, my recommendation is, as usual, to just drop in once or twice a week. You don't have to come in every single day, obviously. That's just obvious, but I also want to say that I would limit that to even only once or twice a week because that's the best way for you to spend your time. And I'm happy when you're happy. I want what's best for you. Hope you share that same sentiment. This is the Hour Project. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, that's it. So tomorrow morning, I think we can sort of almost wrap up this week of hectic, like 20, 30 different things clashing all together at once. We're probably going to wrap that up and then jump back into just sort of like the daily updates. Not updates, but we have motives, we have objectives. We're going to start clearing inventory again. But I still have to cover, of course, some things regarding this week. I still haven't purchased a cake for my caregivers. I still have to attend that party with my cousin. But after that, I think that's it. And we can start moving back into the item catalog subseries. That being said, this is Hour Project. Thank you for tuning in. This is a thank you to my hypothetical imaginary viewers. This is Anro signing out. I hope to see a better version of all of you as well as a better version of myself in the next live stream. Take care. Anro signing out. Ciao. Peace.